Hey guys, Burner here. I'm in the middle of nowhere and currently on the experimental server version 0.42. Today we're going to take a look into the weapon accuracy system of DayZ Standalone. Let's find a less wet place and get started. We are going to use this big red tin barn here. The length of this barn is exactly 60 meters. For reference, I'm using the lowest field of view and first person mode to shoot guns out of hipfire. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you hours and hours of shooting all the different guns against the wall. Instead, let us switch to the results straight away. I have pre-recorded many hours of footage and went through it to analyze the shots frame by frame. As I mentioned, the distance to target is 60 meters and I zeroed all the guns to 100 meters. Let's start with the M4. The green dot represents the point of aim, and the red dots are projectile impacts. The M4 set to full auto and aimed down the iron sights gives us this group of shots. If we hipfire it, we get the following group. By using the red dot CCO optic, we get this group here. To measure these groups, we can use an image measuring software and the fact that the player model in Arma 2 in DayZ has a height of exactly 1.8 meters. We will use this survivor as our reference. Now we connect the two farthest impacts of our groups and measure these line segments to get our actual group size. Our average value for these groups is 0.41. Let's take a look at the M4 set to semi-auto. We can already see that the groupings are much tighter, even if we hipfire it. Let's throw in some numbers. Our average here is about 0.35. Next in line is the SKS. One thing to note here is if you're hip-firing the SKS, your crosshair does not align with the actual point of aim of the gun. If we pull up the numbers, we can see that the SKS is much more accurate than the M4, even if the M4 is set to semi-automatic. At this point you might notice that attached optics does not affect the accuracy of the gun at all. The most accurate gun we have tested so far is the Mosin. Bear in mind, if you hipfire the Mosin, your bullet impacts will deviate from the crosshair, much like the SKS. We can get groups of 6 centimeters the accuracy of the Mosin is pretty much dead on. Let's take a look at the Blaze95, a double barrel rifle. I must say I'm impressed. The Blaze95 even outperforms the SKS in terms of accuracy. If we pull up the numbers, we can see that we're getting really tight groups. Let's check out the 357 Magnum revolver. The spread we're getting is about the size of a person. If you want to make sure to hit your target, you need to get much closer than 60 meters. If we take all the data we got from the weapon tests and calculate the average variation for each gun, we can get a side-by-side comparison. The lowest bar represents the most accurate weapon. If you want to take a closer look for yourself, there are pictures in the description below the video. Also, what do you think about the accuracy in the current game state? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. More DayZ firefights and game analysis coming up soon.